Whoa, 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 what up? Jeweled? What? Sheila. Nah, it's not an indie shirt.
A rivalry that started as an excuse to get
Looks
to
like
warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
The Notre Dame head coach told me before the game, this is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So Notre Dame's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he
Crazy.
stopped at the 13. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can
QB
tell
run,
when you run these
RPO.
RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. With the catch, it's Anderson. At the 35, he's got room. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Trojans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard
Downfield.
line.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the
pressure.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this quarter.
There's some room. Past the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Flips it out on the screen. He's out past the 35. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throwing right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Looking for more room. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play.
6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Irish. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone.
There is nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf, the big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this too, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Now on the move. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Caught over the middle. It's Bowman. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looks as if he's going to run it. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. He's got him. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Me.
After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. Now facing a 3rd and long. Williams to the air again. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the air, it's Carr. It's complete.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The run inside. It's Mobley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Throwing, Carr. Knocked off. What a play to set him up.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of there. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad, like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Going to try to get it himself. 1st down and more. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
He did a really good job on 3rd down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On 3rd down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it. It's Jordan. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Williams. The screen, and watch out. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. They'll send the back in motion. Direct snap. It's Miller. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
In between.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Diving pick. Back.
He'll bring it out. It's Walton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the ground, it's Mobley. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
This is a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. The Trojans use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Here's Carr to throw. It's complete to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Yeah, Irish send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Dang it. God, it's two backups. Two missed opportunities.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He wants to change this route. Williams knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Sends it back in motion. Lined up in the gun. Williams on 3rd down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
We almost broke
The
that.
Fighting Irish call their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Carr. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams will pass. Under fire. Turning it on. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing. Williams shoots it to the left and wings it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal.
Number 48 set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Mobley. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Crimson Tide, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Going to the run to start this 2nd half. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Throwing, Carr unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Running inside, it's Mobley. Makes it past the marker. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Notre Dame! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Appreciate it. What up? Good win. Good W. Debut appearance.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Man, that's how you finish plays. That is absolutely beautiful by this defense. Way to play physical, not give up those extra yards to give up that 1st down.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Gets the back moving. On the snap, it's Jordan. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. 4th down, Williams. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Here's Williams to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Mosley. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
There's so many of these read plays with quarterbacks because they're so smart and they're so athletic now. He makes the correct read, the correct decision, goes and gets the 1st down, new set of downs. Great job by the quarterback.
Finds a little space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Williams. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that is a defensive lineman's dream. Ball on the ground, pick it up, make some moves, take it all the way to the house. Palmer, I did think he was going to run out of oxygen.
Yeah, David, I don't know if that guy's ever run that far in his life. They're going to have to get him some oxygen on the sideline soon because he's got to go back on the field right away.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The keeper on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Offense working from the pistol. Williams. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. Play action with Williams. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Right down the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Making side adjustments here. Williams to throw for it on 4th. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Looking for a gap, it's Mosley. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. It's complete on the right side. Could not make his way to the corner.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One final play before the end of the quarter. Starts to scramble to the left. There he goes. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. On the move. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And man, how awesome awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body.
Play in the
We're
booth.
really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost to you.
Quick catch on third down. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He's going to take off. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Look at those numbers. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Oh.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Jordan. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've got hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Okay, key.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. Powers through the defender.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
3rd down from the gun, Williams. Working that left side now. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
This has
been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind.
He's going to take a shot. Got it.
No.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. With the run on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Throwing, Williams. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Snowed under by the defense.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th and California.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the 1st down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Here's Williams to throw. That's caught. It's Anderson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. It's Williams again. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And this is dropped. incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
He'll try to do it himself. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
And on 3rd down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Williams. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them. They're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Williams looking for a man. Big guy smells it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. 4th down, Williams. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the jeweled shillelagh. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Oh, no highlights. Boom. Use the hole. Cut back. Just took my shot. Scoop and score! it back. What the hell is shit out of this one? Second quarter, you kind of figured. Visor on you. What kind of drip is this? Visor. Visor. Okay. My defensive tackle's untouched. Is that a problem? Ugh. Super clean and basic. Jerseys. Daughter's up.
What?
Amelia's in the back. $73 levels to 22. Seven of 10 and 2 picks. 9 of 10. Jeez. Team tackles for us. Sacks. Four fumbles. And got them all too. It's huge. 28 points on defense. Sheesh. 49-10. What? Bill, you all right? Okay. You pooping? Come here. Did you wipe? Ready to go to bed? Okay. Love you. Daryl man got a wheel? Tell me he's got a wheel. These other games have it, I wonder. When Jay Green play? It's 9-11. Spanky Bundy. What? Man Ray got in. Let's see. Nope. That's nope. Scores and schedules. He must have turned the ball over a lot, too. Seven times, BJ threw the ball 7 times. 34 passes. Yep, 5 turnovers. I'm seeing what you did because your opponent did what I did, what my opponent did. Throw you the ball 5 times. You only scored 2 defensive touchdowns, though. I scored 4. Four defensive touchdowns. Miss Chris getting beat. My premier debut. Midgie beating Tommy. Ty beating Earls in their debuts, both of their debuts. Champ doing Champ does best. BJ getting all over Ivy. Pause. I beat Wyatt with his own team. Waiting on some games. $45, $49. That one's tight. It's a blowout. This game was a little closer. I think this score indicates. And then this was, I think this was like 28-0 at one point. I think I get a bye, then I get BJ. Oh no, I got Wait, then BJ. I got blessed by the ACC. Yeah, new guy. Navy. What? That might be locked. Is that locked? Why didn't he change? We playing a 9-game conference schedule. I think this is ACC too. Oh, he put me at Georgia. But he should. I wonder if he should take that Navy game out. Nah, I got BJ. User-wise. BJ's now Clemson. Waits, Oregon. He's on. They just play Unks on. They would play. Alright, we done. We had a yeah. I had a recruiting. Yeah. That should be a heavyweight. I think it's tonight. Is it tonight, Jay Green? Y'all playing tonight? Oh, it's Sunday. You bum. Everybody pushing up Sunday or Monday. Bums. Let me go spin this. Points. We out.